Om Gam Ganapatye Namaha. Kaliyugada Kalpataru, the fifth delight. Shri Raghavendra Gurusarvabhauma. Chapter 110. The power of mantra and the redemption of the doubter. Sri Rayaru's fame began to shine everywhere as a great and glorious spiritual master. Because of this, although he did not desire it, in several situations he was inevitably compelled to demonstrate the mantra and the yogic powers he had attained. He had attained mantra siddhi during his pre-monastic life and once again had displayed it to relieve the suffering of some learned Brahmins. Even at that time, he resolved, by the grace of the Lord, not to use this siddhi for selfish purposes. Still, occasions arose when he had to display such powers. Guru Rayaru, in order to reaffirm faith in the existence of God, his inconceivable divine power, the greatness of the Vedas, the Sanatana Dharma, and the yogic potency, sometimes had to manifest miracles. These were meant not to show off his glory, but to instill and revive devotion and respect for Vedic traditions among the people. For one who had the vision of the Supreme Lord, such displays were not a great matter. One such occasion arose like a challenge when Sri Rayaru was preparing to leave Hubballi. As he was getting ready for his onward journey, a few Brahmin from Sirasangi came to seek darshan of Sri Rayaru. After the customary greetings, the leader of the Brahmins spoke. Mahaswami, currently a question has arisen in our region about the very existence or relevance of Vedic mantras. Our village is called Shirasangi. The ancestors of the present day Jagirdar, that is feudal lord, were very religious and generous. Though they were Veerashaivas, they respected both Brahmins and Veerashaivas alike. They had granted land to many Brahmins and instructed that it be preserved through generation. For the spiritual welfare of their family line, everything went smoothly until now. But the current Jagirdar of Shirasangi is forcibly taking back the land given to us, making our life miserable. He does not believe in the Vedas, mantras, or scriptures. He claims that all such scriptures were imagined and written by Brahmins just to make a living, and says if that were really true, someone should prove it. Only then would he believe and consider returning the land. Swami, we now see you as our only protector and have surrendered at your feet. Please restore our right and safeguard our livelihood. Hearing the grievances of the Brahmins, Guru Rayaru's heart melted. Comforting them, he said, the Supreme Lord is capable of fulfilling your prayer. Don't worry. I will meet and speak with the Desai, that is Jagirdar. Thus granting them assurance, he sent off the Brahmins and proceeded with a few of his disciples to Navilgunda, where he took residence in the local temple. As soon as Sri Rayaru arrived, he was carried in a palanquin and brought to Desai's house. Hearing that the Guru himself was coming to his home, Desai came out of his house with 4 or 5 close associates. Curious and eager, as Rayaru alighted from the palanquin, he said, "Who is the Desai of Shirasangi? We wish to meet him." Desai stepped forward, joined his palms and said, "I am the Desai of Shirasangi. What brings you here? What do you seek of me?" Sri Rayaru smiled and gently replied, "Desai, we don't seek anything for ourselves, but we have come to inform you of an injustice caused to some Brahmins, and we are here to facilitate a resolution on their behalf." Desai, with a laugh, "Oh, so you have come to speak on behalf of the Brahmins of this village? All right. I find it surprising that prominent pontiffs like you would come here after hearing the words of people who chant false mantras for their livelihood. Tell me, what is the matter?" Sri Rayaru, "Desai, from your appearance you seem to be a religious man. It seems you have faith in God as well. Is it proper then for someone like you to seize the land your ancestors donated, land upon which the Brahmins have survived under your protection? Will this not result in the sins of Dattapahara, the sin of reclaiming what was once donated?" Look, Desai, Lord Krishna has said in Bhagavad Gita, better to die in one's own dharma This is a timeless truth, applicable to everyone. It is because your ancestors understood this well and followed it that they treated both Brahmins and Veerashaivas equally, living their lives by principles of Dharma. That is the right path. Whoever they may be, people of any religion should live according to their Dharma, maintain mutual respect and harmony. Only then will the nation remain free from fear. Caste based quarrels, hatred, and jealousy will only cause revolution, leading to great harm to the entire country. We believe that some envious individuals have stirred these caste conflicts through slander and gossip. This is not good for the greater good. We wish for you to walk in the righteous path set by your ancestors, practice dharma, and become one of noble repute. Act justly and earn glory. Desai, laughingly, I have acted righteously, Swami. The Veda and mantra, all of these are mere fabrications. They have no essence, no truth for the idlers. They are simply a means of livelihood. If they had any real significance, I even gave them a chance to prove it. But either your Vedas have no merit or these Brahmins lack the ability. I don't see anything. So I did not agree with them. This isn't even a caste issue. Where is my fault in this? Shri Rayaru, Desai, God and the Vedic scriptures are not false. They are indeed true. It is not proper to put them to the test. Desai, Swamiji, I cannot accept these mere words. Forget those Brahmins. Will you at least prove the truth of your words on their behalf? Sri Rayaru, smilingly, if God wills, nothing is in this world is impossible. Desai, excellent Swami. Will you be able to show that God's grace is truly with you? Sri Rayaru, seriously? Certainly tell me. What kind of test would you have me undergo to convince you? Desai, Swami, if all your Vedas and mantras are truly valid, pointing at a dried twig lying nearby, then use your mantra power to make this twig sprout. If you succeed in this act, I will return the lands to the Brahmins. Sri Rayaru, this is no great feat. If it is your wish, God is capable of fulfilling it. We are currently staying at this village temple. Send this twig there along with 4 trustworthy people of your choosing. Give us a week's time. Until then, your men should guard this twig day and night. Your wish will be fulfilled. Saying this, the Guru seated himself in the palanquin and returned to the temple. Witnessing Sri Rayaru's composure, radiance, authoritative tone, and dignity, Desai was amazed. A feeling of reverence arose in his heart. He began to feel that perhaps he should not have tried to test someone of such greatness. Yet, caught up in his own obstinacy, Desai handed the twig over to 4 of his loyal servants and instructed them to guard it day and night for 7 days and send them towards the Guru. News spread quickly that Rayaru had accepted Desai's challenge and was going to make a dried twig sprout within 7 days to demonstrate the power of Vedic mantra. Hundreds of people gathered near the temple out of curiosity. After performing his morning rituals and worship, Sri Rayaru filled his kamandalu with sanctified water, that is tirtha, of the Lord and came outside. Seated on a Krishnanjana, that is deer skin seat, near the twig placed at the doorway, he began chanting Vedic mantras while meditating on God. He then started sprinkling the sanctified Vishnu Tirtha over the twig. After about an hour of mantra chanting and contemplation, he instructed Desai's attendants who were stationed nearby, do not touch this twig until tomorrow afternoon. Guard it carefully. Saying this, he returned to the temple, accepted his meals and rested. Within a couple of days, the dry black-colored twig began to turn green and fresh. People started coming to see it with astonishment. When this news reached Desai, he came personally to witness it and was dumbfounded. On the 3rd day, the center of the twig had thickened slightly. On the 4th day, a small sprout emerged from the center. On the 5th day, it grew to a height of 1 foot. On the 6th day, from the center of what had once been a withered mango wood stick, a mango shoot emerged, lush and green with tender leaves. On the 7th day, it blossomed with flowers. By the power of Sri Rayaru, Mantrasiddhi, the dry stick had sprouted. Witnessing this astounding miracle, people began to sing the praises of the Guru. The community of the Brahmins joyfully chanted, "Victory to Raghavendra Guru Raja, the restorer of Vedic glory." Desai could not believe his eyes. As Sri Rayaru had foretold, it had happened. Fear gripped Desai. What a fool I was. I tried to test a great soul. What calamity might befall me if he becomes angry? He thought in distress. Coming humbly before Rayaru, who sat on the Krishnanjana with a gentle smile, Desai offered his salutations and pleaded, Mahaswami, you are a Mahatma, man of Mantra Siddhi. The Vedas, mantras, and scriptures are not lies, they are truth, the supreme truth. Because of saints like you, rains fall and crops grow. Please forgive this unfortunate soul who tried to test you. I offer you my salutations. Shri Rayaru smiled with grace, replied, Desai, hearing your words gives us joy. Let me offer you one word of guidance. Just as the sun and moon are real, so too are the Vedic scriptures of this world truly real. Simply being a thread wearer or a mantra reciter does not guarantee mantra siddhi. We are not displeased that you tested us. In fact, because of your actions, the existence of God and the greatness of Vedas have been re-established in public once again. From the day we saw you, we knew that you are not a true atheist. You do have belief in God. Today, it had been revealed outwardly. May this belief bring you well-being. It is the will of the Lord that many acts of righteousness has been done through you. The divine will is what played out this divine dharma with God as the unseen stage director through both of us, but we do not test others as you tested us. Just because someone else perform this act, do not declare that God, Dharma, or the Vedas are false. That is our instructions to you. Desai folded his hands before Sri Rayaru and said, Now I have gained wisdom. Swami, I will act according to your instructions. I will return the Brahmin's lands. In fact, I will add a little more land to it as well, he said. He then immediately called the Brahmins present there and said, Swami, I have returned your lands to you. Tomorrow I will also donate a little more land. Enjoy it with happiness and peace. Then Guru Raja said, Desai, our task here is done. We shall now take our leave. But Desai, with joined palms, entreated, Guruvarya, please do not leave like this. You must accept my hospitality before departing. Shri Rayaru said, Desai, according to your wish, tomorrow Shri Moola Rama will accept your hospitality. Receiving his prasada, we shall begin our journey. The next day, Desai served with great devotion. After receiving the Lord's darshan and Sri Rayaru's partaking the bhiksha, Desai received the Tirtha Prasada and felt blessed. Guru Rajaru gave his blessings to Desai. As Sri Rayaru prepared to leave, Desai bowed and said, Guruvarya, please do not hold my offense in your heart. Bless my lineage with growth and prosperity. With deep affection, Guru Raja said, From today, you too are part of our circle of disciples and devotees. You have not committed any offense. In a short while, you yourself shall hear auspicious news of your lineage's growth. As he was saying this, a horseman arrived and announced, Dhaniyare, the young mistress has delivered a baby boy. The little Dhani has sent me to share this joyous news with you. Hearing the servant's words, Desai was overwhelmed with bliss. He said, Swami, your prophecy has come true, O Mahatma of wisdom, and offered his salutations to Sri Rayaru. The revered Swamiji smiled and, granting Phalamantrakshate blessings to Desai, continued on his journey. Sri Rayaru, along with his retinue from the Mahasamsthana, then began travelling towards the region of present-day Hyderabad, that is Bhagyanagara. He travelled across the province for many days, bestowing blessings and promoting welfare, and eventually arrived at Chitramitragadde. There he had a darshan of the tree where Sri Jitamitra Tirtharu resided, performed puja aradhana to Moolarama, enshrined the deity upon the tree, conducted Kanakabhisheka, offered Hasodaka, received Phalamantrakshata, and from there proceeded on his Digvijaya to Raichur. There he stayed for a few days. From there, Sri Rayaru arrived at the presence of Sri Pranadevaru near Manavi, where he undertook Chaturmasya Vrata, that is 4-month monastic observance. Hari Om. Om Sri Krishnarpanamastu.